All right, back at the Game Exchange, we're talking about budgeting. So, do you have a budget?
Yes, most definitely have a budget.
I got a budget for business, but not really for personal.
Right.
Because
Well,
I mean, do you keep track, or do you have a set amount of money that you can spend a month?
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or do
pretty
you,
much.
Do you pretty much know your expenses and know that if you want to do something on the side, not to go above X amount of dollars?
Right,
Like-
right. I know what I can spend.
Uh-huh.
You know, I know what I can
Yeah,
spend. If I want to
yeah,
do something outside of the ordinary,
Exactly,
I know
yeah,
what I
okay.
can spend. And
Gotcha,
pretty much,
gotcha.
if I know that when I know that I'm going to do something, I already know.
Yeah.
So I've
yeah,
already
yeah,
readjusted
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
say, oh, tomorrow here. No, everything,
Yeah.
all my moves are pretty much, as far as financial,
Uh-huh.
are premeditated.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, but then I do also have a setup to where, for the emergencies,
Mm-hmm.
things pop up, boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
You gotta have it. Yeah.
let's go.
You gotta have some cash laid up.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's there
Yeah.
always.
But like, say you and your wife, your kids, if an ex kid or one kid asks for some Jordans, another kid asks for some Hyperflights, another kid asks for a new backpack, another kid asks for or if your wife wants a new Gucci purse,
Mhm.
like, do you calculate your budget there, or do you say, hey guys, whoa, we can't do that?
Yeah. I mean, you don't just say, okay, yeah, you want this, you want that, okay, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
no. You gotta prioritize it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at, okay, what you want, and then what has to be done.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to shuffle back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want this. I know you want it.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not just totally against that.
Uh-huh.
You know, but if we're gonna do this, then that means I need to readjust here.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is, and I'm a big fan, and I talk it to my guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you want something, and that's fine. I feel like you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll knock things out a little earlier,
Uh-huh.
right? I'll knock things out before they're actually due, bills, etc. I'll
Yeah,
take care
yeah.
of things before they're due.
Yeah.
I'll take the loss up front
Uh-huh.
to gain.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Cash flow
See,
wise.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think like that.
That's cash flow.
You
You put the money away just to know what's there left.
Right.
And then when you get the new influx of money, a new paycheck or some more orders,
Right.
you know how you can play with that.
Right.
And normally you have a longer period of time, which usually helps out with
Right.
cash flow.
Right.
So it's yeah.
So some things you have to adjust to.
Yeah.
You know, paying bills early are big. Paying bills early is really big.
Get them knocked out.
Get them knocked out. Knock them out.
Yeah.
It's not due,
Yeah.
but you got to look at the back end.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you re-up again, it's gonna be crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you ain't got to worry about this.
Exactly. But if you wait to pay the bill,
But if you wait,
yeah.
that money's already accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it's nothing like you're pretty much living check to check. You don't want to do that. You don't want to know that when you get paid, this is gone.
Yeah.
So you might want to say, you know what? Let me take this right now.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a free check. It might be, hey, you know, I've taken care of everything and this and that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but I know I need to do this, and this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it now, but then I might be cutting it too close to then. You don't never want to. Now I'm on the track to where I'm paycheck to paycheck. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and take care of this and this now.
Mm-hmm. So
Fuck it.
So you see where the cars fall
Right.
after you pay those bills. You see what money you got left.
Right.
Now you can say, okay, can we do that? Can we do that?
I can at least take care of half of this
Mm-hmm.
now,
Yeah.
and then payday come around again, or you re-up again. However it works,
Yeah.
we can knock the rest of it out. But it's gonna be within like a week or a couple of days time.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Instead of waiting for the paycheck.
You see what I'm saying?
Bills,
The turnover is going to be a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
and at the same time, you never broke your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You never actually had to go dig in your stash
mm-hmm.
for anything, because that's what you don't want to do that.
No,
you don't want to dig in the account, because that's that emergency money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want to see grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And then you got to look at your overhead. Your
yeah.
overhead. If you're putting out more than you're bringing in, you got a problem.
Your cash flow negative. So define overhead for some people who might not know. I say overhead is your rent or your mortgage, right?
Right.
Your water, PG&E, power. I don't watch TV personally, but I feel like you would want internet. So internet's a part of your overhead. Insurance, like car insurance.
Yeah.
Just the fixed expenses that you know are going to come, and that you know you need to have a life on planet Earth.
Right. That's your overhead.
Yeah,
that's your overhead. All those combined into one, consolidated into one total amount. That's your overhead.
Yeah,
that's your overhead.
Yeah.
So that can't be more than what you're bringing in.
No, you're not gonna make it.
You're always gonna be scraping your nails all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
You'll stay stressed out. I mean, it's just so much. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Do you is there ever a point to where the overhead is like you got to start cutting back on, I guess, cut off a cell phone or anything like that, or do you just feel like there's always a way to cut back on food or stuff like that? I mean, is it
you always have excess. Well, not access, excess. You got to look at what you don't need.
Yeah, like the eating out.
Look at what you don't need.
Yeah.
Before you start cutting off things you actually need. Look at necessities and wants.
Well, no, I was referring to if the kid wants Jordans or a PlayStation 5, anything like that.
Right.
Like, so don't cut the overhead off.
Yeah. So if a kid wants a PlayStation 5 or some Jordans, you know, if you just want it, because it just came out and you just want it, you're probably not gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll probably get it for maybe a birthday or a Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
And would you save up for that? Like how does your savings work? I know how mine works.
I pretty much try to set myself up to where I try not to feel what I spend, because I've already set myself up for that. So in my mind, as I'm setting myself up, in my mind, this is gone already.
There you go.
It's gone to where what I wanted or what they wanted or whatever.
Because some people they have like,
because I still got this going on over here. I haven't missed a beat here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not losing here. I'm not losing. This is taken out here for this. But this is still rocking. You see what I'm saying? I'm not rocking and then we're taking this over here and then I'm not doing that. I'm doing this and then I have this and then this goes to that, but this still goes on.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So you don't never want to put yourself in a position of where you're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
You don't want to dig into your savings. You don't want to. Credit isn't a credit's it's a privilege. It's not a right.
Right.
It's not something that you should use to get ahead in life.
No.
You know, for emergencies, they say you should have $2,000 of, I guess, space on your credit card, and they say that because a flight across the country is going to be like the next day, like somebody passed away or something happened.
Right.
You got to catch a flight, $2,000, right?
Right.
Your refrigerator goes out, you need a new refrigerator, right? It's $2,000.
$2,000.
Your transmission or head gasket blows in your car, $2,000. Those are like the things that can pop up and really rip a hole in your pockets. And if you're not set up for
it. Right. And it's $2,000.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Because those things that you just named, you're not gonna get the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna spend the money to get the best quality work or the best refrigerator or that you can afford. You're not gonna sit there and say, okay, you know, that money that you spend is a one-time only. Yeah. I call it an OTO. It's a one-time only.
Yeah.
You spend that, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing. You know, I don't mind spending the money if I only got to spend it once.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah.
You know, I'll spend the money. Yeah. I don't care if it's a big chunk. I don't care.
You don't want to get your transmission fixed for $700 from SA, and then have to go back to another real person when you get your money back. When you get your money up.
Right.
You know, it's like
spend
the right amount of money, get it done right the first time. Take it to the chin.
Right.
Adversity happens.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. You know, and you got to be open for that. You got to be ready for that. Yeah. You know, you know that always has to linger in the back of your mind that this could happen. Yeah. And I got to be ready for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So, you know, it's just it's all about the way you set yourself up. You know, and then how your mind works. Mm-hmm. How does your mind work? How do you set yourself up? How do you think ahead? Thinking ahead is really, really big when it comes to budgeting and financing. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's you really have to think ahead and know, you know, what do you need, what do you want, what has to happen, you know, what could happen. Yep. All those things come into play, you know, and if you're not thinking ahead, you won't be prepared for those things.
Yeah, you got to be your own financial planner. Right. Even if you don't have the CFP or the certification, you still got to be able to plan your finances.
You got to be able to. You got to be able to plan it. Like, you know,
if you're working a job and you get paid every other week, and you're anticipating that paycheck, and you need the paycheck, then there's a problem.
Yeah,
you should have at least a couple paychecks saved up to where if your boss doesn't make payroll or you get fired, you can still live for at least 2 or 3 months until you get another job or you get some money going again.
Right. You always want to set yourself up. You know, you always want to have yourself set up for the worst.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just
expect the best, prepare for the worst.
Yeah, just live, you know, and then when shit happens, you're white around the mouth. You know, you definitely don't want to be white around the mouth. That's not a good look. No, it's not a good look. No, buddy.
So set your budgets.
Yeah, set your budgets.
Man.